recording.
YouTube, it's James from Robin Henry Watches.
We know.
Obviously. First of all, wristwatch check. It is still.
Have you actually taken it off yet?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's the yes.
So I'm wearing the Rolex Datejust Wide Boy. 1968, comes on the original bracelet. The dial is fantastic. It's £4,250.
You're getting super comfortable in that thing as well.
Well, I'm selling it with 2 new leather straps, and I originally had it on the leather strap because I like the leather strap look on these vintage ones, but it's in such good condition, like the dial and hands, it feels quite modern.
Yeah.
And the bracelet is all right. I mean, obviously it's from the 60s, so is it super tight? No. It's a bit like if you pick up a woman in her 70s, she's got some miles on the clock.
No offence to 70-year-old women watching.
Absolutely none, we don't discriminate here. But yeah, beautiful condition. One of many vintage watches in the web shop at robinhenrywatches.com. Check it out.
We've got loads.
And also, if you go into Robin Henry Watches Essentials, clicking down there, there's other cool things.
There's some vintage cool things.
There is. We got gloves, we got hats, we got hoodies, we got all sorts of.
There's a Hublot cigar case.
Hublot cigar case.
Keep your vibrators in there or something.
There's some Omega bits, there's some Rolex bits, so check it all out. Right, what we're talking about today is...
Time to come clean.
I've been on a... Listen, I'm not Will Smith, I'm not doing an apology video here. I've been on the hunt for a long time for a cool watch for myself and my own personal collection that isn't a Rolex, and there's been some ups and downs on this journey. There was that...
Where were the ups?
Okay, there was no ups. There was the Zenith Defy... Was it that? Did it have a purple or blue strap that one?
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that blue, carbon thing. Yeah. Super cool watch. It was the Zenith Defy, 44mm. Despite the fact of that case being super lightweight, too big. What else was there?
Fucking Goldilocks here. Well, there was the tag.
Oh yeah, the Monaco.
Yeah.
The Monaco Golf. Thankfully, that went in the shop and went fine. I feel like there was something else.
There was, and I should remember it. What the was it?
I don't know.
I was going to say Panerai, but it definitely wasn't Panerai.
God, no.
No.
Too big.
What the hell was it?
I don't know. There's been a hunt going on for this year. It wasn't a Hublot, was it?
Big Bang.
Yeah, that was it. Anyway, so I've been on the hunt for a cool watch which fits me, and that's the problem. Because I've been a watch collector for a long time now, I've refined my taste and I know what I like and what I don't like. Well, actually that's not true. I know what works for me and what doesn't.
You don't know what you like, you just know when it's on your wrist. Your wrist knows what it likes.
Exactly.
It doesn't talk to your brain.
Unfortunately, the more I've been on it, it's like, I bought that Tag Golf, Monaco. I used to wear a Monaco about 7 years ago and it was fine.
It was the same one, effectively.
Yeah, and I put it on now and I'm like, I can't wear that, it's huge. So I know I've got to be below 40mm, and I wanted something that wasn't a Rolex because obviously the price is involved and just...
And you already have a Rolex.
I've got a Rolex, and it's like,
when
you've had one Rolex, you've had them all. So...
That's a dangerous statement.
Yeah, I'm talking rubbish, let's take that bit out.
That's dangerous.
I think, no, what I mean is, I didn't want a Rolex because...
When you've had all the Rolexes, you've had them all.
I've had them all, apart from the Pearl Master. When I say all of them, I haven't had every variation of the day-date, but I've had day-date subs, GMTs, Sky. I've had every model or a variation of that model in the family, and I just didn't want to go down that route because I knew I'd just flip it. So I thought I want to be something a little bit different, and also when I'm on holiday, I don't want to get stabbed. So I landed up back somewhere where I'd looked. So end of last year, I did a video on the top 5 Tudors, and I was like, why is...
When you rinsing them for having a display back?
I was.
Is
but
it time to...
There's a caveat. what I said in that video when I put obviously the Black Bay collection was my number one from Tudor, no surprise there, but that's when the new releases came out last year, the silver one, the gold one and whatnot. And obviously I love gold. It's been my thing for a while.
Insert gold member clip.
I went back to the Black Bay in gold. Now it's the Black Bay 58, which puts it at 39mm. So it's wearable for me. I don't even like 40mm these days. When I put on a Submariner, I'm like, especially the modern ones, the Maxi cases, they're too big. Yeah. So we landed back at the Black Bay 58 in 18 karat yellow gold.
There's no we here. This is all you.
Yeah, this is all me.
I should clarify, I'm actually quite impressed with the choice. I'm rinsing here, but I enjoy the hypocrisy.
It's a well thought out choice. Now, recently I've been giving Tudor a hard time because of their inquiry only book, which they've now gone down on the websites. And this was the case, but I called up the dealer where I got this from, and it was inquiry only. I was like, have you got it? They're like, yeah, of course we got it. We got all of them. You know, Tudor's like just trying to hide behind like some sort of like firewall.
It's just this illusion.
It is an illusion at this stage because they're not hard to get. And here's the other thing. I got a discount. So it wasn't a massive discount. It was about £700. So that's good. So I ended up paying 10,500 for this, which it's not cheap, but have I even said what watch it is at this point?
No, you haven't.
Oh, it's this one. So it's the Black Bay 58 in 18 karat solid yellow gold, solid apart from the bloody case back. So yes, it was available straight away.
It's beautiful, just don't turn it around.
It was still with a discount, so if you're buying Tudor, not only do you call them up and say, give me that watch, you can still hustle for a discount. Now, I do appreciate this isn't one of the more popular steel models, and it is gold. But here's the thing, and I said this in my video when I was talking about this, because there's a point one of which I don't like, which I'm going to get to. There's actually 2 points I don't like, which I'm going to get to, but which has to come to a compromise. But a solid gold sports watch in this day and age, brand new, in the 10, 11, 12 grand price point, who's doing that? No. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head.
No.
Amiga doesn't do it. I know they've got their bronze gold, but they've mixed loads of bronze in there to get the price down. But no one's doing a solid gold sports watch at this price. You compare that, I'm not comparing it to the Submariner, the gold Submariner from Rolex, because it's not that. But the price difference is way different. Obviously, a lot of that comes from not having a solid gold bracelet, but I wasn't fussed by that because that's stab territory.
I think it looks better without the bracelet anyway.
I like it. So it comes on this like chocolate leather strap, which is great quality. It's rubberized on the inside. I don't know if it's waterproof. I haven't done the test on it, but I've ordered a strap which looks exactly the same, which is waterproof anyway, because they're easily available these days. My one criticism is that the keeper on the strap, I don't know if you can see, it's huge. So when you tuck
your finger through that,
when you tuck it in, it doesn't sit in. So when I've been wearing it, it has been coming out, which I don't like.
Some poor suckers get their willy through there.
I mean, speaking for yourself.
I said poor suckers, not me.
So that is it's my minor dislike, which does mean I'm going to put another strap on it. It does come with the NATO as well, and I have my times with NATOs where I love them and I have times where I don't.
What NATO did they give you?
It's the green fabric with like the gold stripe down the middle, yeah. I just think for a solid gold watch, I'm not wearing it on a NATO. I'm going to wear it on a rubber strap. I'll wear it on another level. If we can fix the keeper on this to make it a bit smaller, then I'll wear it back on the strap because the strap's really cool. It goes really well.
Yeah, it's nice.
So I love that. I'm just going to get the other kind of elephant in the room out of the way. In my video where I was reviewing this watch about 8 months back, it's that. My problem isn't so much that they didn't bother to put a gold rotor on it, because they could have avoided that just by having a solid gold case back. I give Rolex and Tudor a lot of praise for having solid case backs which haven't got a whole story and all this rubbish written over it, so you can engrave it like I did in my other Tudor, and that just would have solved the issue. Why they felt the need to put a display case back on such a basic movement. I mean, listen, It's their in-house caliber. It's good quality. It's got a good power reserve. It's a solid workhorse movement. But there is nothing special to look at.
It's like putting a massive French door on a basic like backstreet apartment.
Yeah, it's just.
Why do you want to see into that?
It's just. It's not anything I'd look at. So that is my biggest gripe with it. That I'm just not going to look at it. But it's like, how often do you turn your watch over, look at it?
Exactly.
Listen, maybe if you've got a high-end Patek or a Lango or something like that, you're going to stare at the movement. This, no. And I think that's a big miss for them. I really hope they bring out a revised version with like a gold case back, and I'll just have to steal one off someone. That's my only criticism. There are some other points that other people might, which I have noticed since I've got it. The look at it's solid 18 karat yellow gold. It does, because it's brushed, and I don't know the hue of the gold. I think
it's against the green as well. It's a bit of an illusion.
It does give a slightly bronze look. I'm not into the whole bronze phase because it goes all green and scabby.
Obviously, it's from Oris.
Oh
wait, that was another one.
What?
The Oris Diver.
Oh yeah.
Forgot about that.
That was just supposed to be a little cheeky holiday watch.
Fancy.
Which I got told under no circumstances was I allowed to wear. So it's not highly polished anywhere, but for me, I think that's a positive because it's not so standout, goes more under the radar, and as it gets scratched up, it's not going to show it as much. On to some of the things that I really do love about it. The green on the dial and the bezel works super well. It changes in the light. It's just got a really, depth to it, which is just, it's nice and it's different. I mean, can you imagine, like any time the Rolex, like the yellow gold GMT with the green dial, like the value of those.
It's just a very eclectic.
This isn't Rolex, and I didn't want it to be a Rolex. I'm happy with Tudor. I think Tudor's in a good place right now, and I like what they're doing, and I like their price points. I mean, I'd like it to be cheaper, but you compare it to anything else out there, none of the other brands are doing anything at this price point.
I'd like them to do themselves properly and stop with this stupid smoke and mirrors, because like we joke about the whole smoke and mirrors with Rolex, but this really is smoke and mirrors. This is they're not there yet to be doing it. It's inquiry only, but when you make your inquiry, you can just get it.
Yeah. I mean, which is good, but it's like, don't put the inquiry there in the first place.
No, you're going to inquire if you're going to buy it anyway.
People aren't making money off these. You can't flip this and make money unless you bought it at half price. So they need to get real.
All that will happen is with your discount, you might see your money back.
Maybe. I still think I'd lose. The thickness is at a good level. It's not a thick watch. It sits well. My wrist is 6.75 inches. And it wears well. I'll put it on in a moment. I don't think there's anything really other.
No, it's nice. It's classic. It's straightforward. It's everything I like about the Black Bay, but not in a stupid shield-sized case.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
kind of got
I think it works.
Of the Harrods style.
Exactly, yeah, it's got hints of the Harrods, but I prefer I haven't obviously put the two side by side. I sold quite a lot of the Harrods Black Bays last year.
Oh, do you go to Harrods quite often, do you?
No, as it happens. But I've stayed away from those, so I've sold a few. But, that sort of size, it's on the limit. I wouldn't want it to be any bigger, otherwise it wouldn't be for me. The thickness is completely workable, for a sports watch.
Brown straps work well with you as well, and it works well with brown.
Yeah. So like I said, it's just that keeper, right. It's just not right.
Well, it's not just the keeper, it's the fact there's only one.
Yeah, there should be two.
It's very rare you come across a one keeper.
And it's too big, so I don't know what that's about. You got the nice solid 18 karat gold,
which is nice, it completes
buckle with the Tudor on it, which will fit onto, obviously, that will come off and
have they stamped the leather out of interest on the inside?
Yeah. The strap works really well. It's just a shame that I'm not going to keep it on just because of that one issue. So like I said, I've ordered another strap that looks exactly the same. They are quite
cheap looking. It's like on mine, it's kind of like it just feels cheap. It doesn't feel finished around the edges like the rest of the bracelet, the rest of the strap does.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit with it. It's bizarre. I think they could have done a much better job on that. Especially as you're not getting the gold bracelet. And the NATO, fine, chuck it in, but I'm not wearing that. And I'll put it maybe on black rubber as well. But
I wonder whether the leather is included and it's not waterproof and they expect you to put it on the NATO if you're going to swim with it.
I don't know. I haven't done a little test because you can just drop a little bit of water on it, and obviously if it soaks in, it's not waterproof, or if it sits on the top, it is waterproof. And or if it stains it to a different, color, then you obviously know it's not waterproof. But I haven't even got around to doing that. I only got this last week. So the bezel, you get this really.
Oh, it's really snappy.
Nice. It's Rolex quality.
Yeah.
That is one of the best, if not the best, bezel action I've ever seen in my life.
Top tier bezel action.
Top tier bezel action. Well, you say that, it's a gripe. You get it on some cheaper watches and some expensive watches that there's play. There's no play in that. You can't, you got it. It's a solid click. For me, Rolex quality or slightly above. They've done a really good job on it. Same when you're winding the movement. It's really solid. A complaint.
Out of interest, does it feel stiff, or is it like a really loose kind of, but
No,
clean?
it's a proper. One of the complaints that I had with the original Black Bays, which had the ETA movements, it didn't. The crown, I had a few of them. It didn't feel like it engaged properly, and it wasn't great. There was always play. I don't think you're going to hear this.
I can hear it. Does it put up much resistance at all?
It's perfect.
No.
There's
I noticed that on tubes, that it's always a very, very clean wind.
There's a nice amount of resistance, so it's engaging straight away. So, yeah, I think they've improved on that with their in-house caliber. Obviously, you got the snowflake hands. It's coloured nicely with the overall aesthetics of the gold. Yeah, I mean that's like.
It's an awesome watch.
I'm very happy with it. It's that bit, but I've got to compromise on that price point.
Put a big sticker on the back.
I might do. Go to the dentist and see if I can get one of those little stickers saying I've been a good boy.
That's the sort of you would do.
Yeah, and put it on. Listen, if they bought them, I reckon, knowing Tudor, in their evolution, they will bring one out with a bracelet at some point, and hopefully they go back and fix that, and then I can maybe just send it in for a service and get it added. If not, well then I just got to live with it. It's a compromise, if not, I got to. What's a gold Submariner new these days if you can buy it retail? I don't know, 30 grand.
Yeah,
at least. I don't know what they are. But you're going to be paying that sort of a price to get one.
Double, that's for sure.
So, well, no, I think that's the retail price.
Double that, I mean.
Well, yeah, exactly. Double or triple. So it's a compromise I'm happy to make at the price point, and yeah, extremely happy with it. So, well done, Tudor.
Out of interest, how much do you hate it? If they offered you the only other option was a steel solid case back, would you do the heresy?
No,
Don't hate it that much.
That would be even worse. They could have just got. I mean, I still don't want to see that movement because it's basic, but they could have just put a gold rotor on it.
Yeah.
And then I'd have less to criticise. I'd still criticise it.
Yeah.
But I'd be more happy with that.
It's just really glaring when it's gold and green throughout, and then there's that
silver. Steel, sticking out, that cheap ass movement.
Yeah.
And I get it, it's a basic in-house.
It's like if you buy a really, one like the super fake Rolexes. And you can see from the outside, you can feel from the outside, actually it's really nice, but inside there's that cheap, Seiko inside.
I mean, the movement looks like a Seiko movement. It's not a diss,
That's what I mean, but it's kind of simple on the inside, whereas everything else exudes, like elegance and...
So, for now, I'm happy. We'll see. I've de-stickered it now, so it's...
I want you to get it engraved on the inside of the lugs somewhere. So you can't sell this one. Because you didn't engrave the Explorer, did you?
No, I haven't got round to it yet.
Oh, you haven't got round to it?
Well, I need to find someone that engraves over here.
Or someone who can buy it.
No, I'm not selling it. It's up there. It's still upstairs. It's completely safe. It hasn't gone anywhere. I've been meaning to getting around to engraving it, but I just haven't bothered looking at it yet and sorting that. It's on the list. It's not at the top of the list.
Get it engraved with 1,000 subs.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of which...
As promised, we've now surpassed 1,000 subscribers, so thank you very much. Please, if you're watching this video, like, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Help my tiny little channel grow a little bit, be appreciated. And as promised, we're delivering you a very prestigious prize. All you've got to do, subscribe to our channel and comment on this video what your favourite video has been from the last year, because I think we're close to a year now.
Yeah.
So comment what your best video is, and the best comment that we pick out, you get to win something that money cannot buy. It's actually in the shop, you could buy it, but we're gonna have to take it down.
Right, yeah, exactly.
It is
As of now, it's gone.
a Rolex tie. I mean, I don't know who's wearing ties. Look at that. Look at it, beautiful. I would like to say it's unworn, but I have worn it.
It's not in a colour I would pick, but it's covered in Rolex crowns, so
Exactly.
what are you going to do?
It's got...
It's huge as well, like,
Yeah.
that was made for, I don't know, Donald Trump or something.
Yeah, it's Donald Trump.
It's Donald Trump colours as well, actually.
So, you know, if you want to be this, leave a comment.
Wear it like a scarf, wear it around your head.
Doesn't matter where you live, you don't have to be in the Channel Islands.
Wear it in bed.
We'll post it out to you. I haven't worn it in bed. Oh, look at that nice little Rolex.
Cut it up
there.
and get it stitched into
Look at
socks.
that. You could do. I was going to get it made into a bandana, but yeah, ties aren't overly popular these days. So
No.
what are you going to do? Anyway, it could be yours. So
Maybe there'll be some consolation gifts for a couple of other winners.
yeah, if there is, maybe we'll chuck some other bits
If we're
in
feeling
there.
generous.
But look at that, a beautiful Rolex box as well. I think the box is better than the tie. But
Yeah, you can keep a lot of things in the box.
cool, we out.
Sweet.